Welcome to Digital Media University with Kevin Duggan.
Hi, my name is Kevin Duggan. This is Digital Media U. And what we're going to do in this session, or we're going to follow up on what we did from the last time. Last time was just getting a little bit familiar with Drupal Gardens and adding content to the pages. Now we're going to delve a little bit deeper into Drupal Gardens. We're going to be looking at blocks, which are a really, really important part of Drupal Gardens. Blocks are very important. They populate your whole template. Like right here, say this was your site. What you'd have, say up here, you could have an administrative login. You could have a search box there. You could have a new users, who's online block there. So blocks are really important, and blocks are everywhere. You have blocks in the footer, blocks in the header, sidebar, sidebar A, sidebar B, or blocks in the content area. So with this template we used, this template used a campaign template which has a rotating banner. So on your front page you're going to see a banner rotating. Well, we're going to go to blocks, like I was just telling you, and we're going to go to structure, get rid of that, and then click on blocks. And you'll see all the blocks here. You'll see ones that are active and the ones down the bottom that are disabled. So if you want to see where the block regions are, if you look on the blocks page, again it's structure and then to blocks. Click up here, demonstrate block regions. And you see where all the blocks are. Although with these colors it's not that fantastic to see. You see up top, you have pre-header first. You see you have the banner there. That's your rotating banner. Pre-content first, second, third, going all the way down into the footer and the copyright. So one thing that's good about these blocks, I'm going to exit out of it, the blocks demonstration. One thing that's good about these blocks is sometimes if there's things that come with your actual template that you don't want, you can just go right into this block section and you can disable it so people don't see it. So right now what I'm looking for is the banner area. So I see banner and I see rotating banner, main banner right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to none. And drop this down into the disabled. And you have to do save blocks, or else it's going to come right back. So once the blocks are saved, you go to the banner section, no blocks in this region. And you see down here you have rotating banner, main banner. So what we're going to do now, right up top, you see there's add a rotating banner. There's also an add a block, which you'll be doing later. But we're just going to add a rotating banner. So we're going to give it a name. My rotator, I'll say. It can be anything. And create it. So here's all my settings for the new banner. First thing I'm going to do is add a new slide to it. So there's pictures or images that are associated with this banner that you'll see the link at the bottom of the page. So what I'm going to do now is choose a banner image. Right here, this text is going to show up on your site. I'm going to leave it there so you can see it. It's going to show up on top of your image. More than likely, you're not going to want it. So I'm going to choose the banner image, choose File, and Navigate. So I have picture 1 here. Just something I made just for, hit Upload. Here's a picture I just created just for this banner. It's nothing spectacular. And then hit Save. So I have one picture in my rotating banner. Now I'm going to do after I saved it. Now I'm going to go to add another, choose file, navigate, pick two. I'll probably put 3 pictures in here. I'll choose upload, save. So I have 2 there. Now I'm going to put in 3. Add new slide. Choose banner image. It's fairly simple. Now you see you have this text here, and this text is pretty undesirable, really, but you could put whatever you wanted to. You could just delete that if you wanted to. Now I click Save, and I'm going to do one more. Add a new slide. Choose banner image, navigate. Do 4. Oh, what's 5 look like? Yeah, I'll do 5. Upload. And I'm going to get rid of that text again. Hit save. So now I've got all my images, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to go down and do save block. So it goes right back into my blocks, into the disabled area down the bottom. You know, if I go to banner here, I'm going to see no blocks in this region. So my rotator, here's what I just made. Now I'm going to put that up in the banner area by selecting that. Make sure it's up there, and make sure I save. There it is. Okay. So now I'm going to see. Here it is. There's the text I don't want. And you see I have 4 images. So almost like a PowerPoint presentation. You have different types of transitions to the next slide, whether it's a fade or whatever. And what I do if I want to change that, I'm just going to go right back to structure, go to blocks again. And it might be a good idea to add blocks to your shortcut page, because it is something you use quite a bit, especially, you know, in configuring and making a custom site. So now I go to banner, over to configure, which brings me back to this page. Now down bottom here is where I have all my little settings underneath banner settings to do different transitions. So here's all your different transitions. You know, myself, I like fade. And you also have the amount of time. So you see it's on 8,000. I'm going to put mine on 3. You also have type of control to switch slides, which is on buttons. So I'm going to save that and check it out. See, it's a fade now, which I think looks a lot better. But who knows, maybe having a certain type of theme, the other one might have worked better. So blocks are a really important part of Drupal Gardens as far as configuring.
Thanks for tuning in. Any questions about this program can be addressed to Kevin at digitalmediauniversity.us.